Good day. Today I'm going to discuss the theory and before phrases as well as the sounds and words of if, is, say, and j. But first, let me discuss the theory and before phrases because we know that brief forms are special outlines and are most commonly used words represented by single stroke or 1 to 2 symbols only. In this lesson, it is being combined with theory or principles to make a complete outline called phrase, and these are the examples. So let's have the first phrase, I know. So I N O, I know. We dissect it. We'll have I is represented by a big circle. I is a brief form, by the way. So NO, because we apply the first principle that we write what we hear. NO, so I know. I-N-O, I know. Next we have we know. So U E N O, we know. So we have we U E U hook O U hook plus E, then N O. We know. We know. Next example, as you, as your. So we have A, big circle, right? S, U hook. So AS, the word AS plus U hook, which is represented by a representation for you or your. So AS plus U hook you, as you or as your. Next phrase, as you know. So AS again, big circle, right S, U hook N O. So as you know. If we're going to dissect it as AS plus U hook U, then NO for you know, because we write what we hear. So as you know, as you know, as you know. Moving forward, let's have the phrase if the. So we have the word if and article the. So if the. A, F, small circle, 3/4 downward curve, then upward sloping curve for the. So we'll have if the. Next we have if you and if or if you're. So we have again small circle for E, then F, because we write what we hear. We're not going to write I there. So if you, EF, 3/4 downward right curve, then U hook. U is represented by U hook. If you. Next phrase will be if you have. So we have if you have. EF again, EF, U, U hook. Then long downward right curve for the representation of have. So we have EF plus U hook. U is represented by U hook. Then have is represented by a long downward right curve. So if combined, we will have an outline like this. Like this, if you have. Moving forward, next is if you are. So EF, U, then R. So EF, small circle, 3/4 downward curve, plus U hook represented by U, then short forward under curve for R. So if you are. Next is if you will. So if you will. So EF again for if. We write what we hear, plus the representation of you or your U, O hook, then long over curve, under curve rather. So if you will. Next phrase, if you can, if you can. So EF again for if, then you, then can. So EF plus U, which is represented by U hook, tiny hook, plus can, which is represented by a short under over curve rather, over curve. So we have if you can. if you can. Next phrase, if you cannot. So if, you, uhu, then the representation of can, which is K symbol, then the representation of not, which is the N symbol. So K plus short forward straight line for the representation of not. So if you cannot. If you cannot. Next we have we are. We are. So we have u, e for we, then are, short forward undercurve. So u, e, are, we are. Next phrase is we are not. So u, e, are not. If we dissect it, we're going to have u, e for we, then short forward undercurve for are, then straight line for. Let's have I do not, big circle I, do not. So big circle I is represented by big circle plus long or slanting line plus hook. So I do, then straight line, short straight line for not. So I do not. Next we have we do. So u, e, then do. So u, e, hook plus small circle, then long slanting line, then hook. So we have we, u, e, do, do, do rather, because we're using the hook, the overcurve. Next is do you. So d, u, then another u for the representation of you. So do plus you represented by uhu will have do you. Next is do you know. So do you know. These words are being combined to create an outline. So do you, the representation of uhu, then no, no, because we apply the first principle of you write what to hear. So do you know. Do you know? Next is to you or to your. We have short slanting line, u, then u hook. So to, then u hook. We know that u is represented by u hook, the overcurve hook, tiny hook. So to your. To you or to your. Next is to take. So to and the word take. So to take. So let's have the to plus take. T A K. T A K. Let's ulitin natin. So T A A K. Or to take. Silent E because we write what we hear. So to take. And it's written in a clockwise motion. Circles are written in a clockwise motion. So to take. Next, let's have on our. So if we're going to dissect it, on plus the undercurve, short forward undercurve r, which is our is represented also by a short forward undercurve our. So on our. On our. Next for our. For our. So we have the 4 is represented by a 3-4 downward curve, right downward curve, where R is represented by a undercurve, short forward undercurve. So for our. Next is on it. We also applied here the third principle, which is the uhuk is written on its side. So pahiga siyang sinusulat before and after and MTD. So on it. So it is represented by a short slanting line. It. Next, let's have the can phrases. First one is I can. I can. So we're going to dissect it to brief forms. I, big circle, represented by big circle, while can is represented by short forward over curve. So I can. So when two brief forms is being combined into a single outline, it is called phrase. Next, can you. So can is represented by a short forward curve. Then you is represented by an O hook over curve, tiny hook. So we will have can you. Next, we have we can. So u, e, then can. So we have we, e, plus can, which is represented by a short forward over curve. So we can. Next is we can be. So another convert. E can be. So B is represented by, first we have UE plus can represented by short forward over curve, then B is represented by a long downward left curve, so we can be. Next is we cannot, so UE can not, we cannot. We is represented by UE, then can represented by short forward over curve, then in is or not, and rather is a short forward straight line. Next is we cannot be. So we, UE, can not be. Long downward curve. So UE plus cannot, can not, can be. Long forward left curve. So we cannot be. UE, split. UE can not be. Next is we have will phrases. The first one, we will. So it's a combination of UE plus a long forward under curve. Will is represented by a long forward under curve L. So we will. Next we will have UE will have. So long downward right curve. So UE plus will. Long forward curve, then downward right. We will have. Next is we will be. UE will be. So if we're going to dissect it, UE plus will plus long downward left curve will be. So UE will be. UE will be. Next is we will not. UE will not. So we have UE plus long forward under curve L, will rather, then not. Short forward straight line, so we will have an outline of we will not, a phrase. Next, we will not have. The we will not have. So we will not have. We're going to dissect it. UE, tiny hook U plus small circle E, then long forward curve, then short forward straight line, then long downward right curve. So we will have, we will not have. Next is we will not be. So we will not be. UE again, will, then not and be. So UE, tiny hook U plus small e plus long forward curve, then short forward straight line for in, I not rather, then long downward left curve for the representation of B. So we will have the we will not be. Not be. Next, the wood phrases. First, we have we would. So wood is represented by a long slanting line rather. So we would, which is also the representation of the symbol D. But wood is a brief form, so we will write it as a long slanting line. Next, we would have. We would have. We plus would, long forward slanting line, then short downward curve, a long downward curve rather. So we would have, next we would be, ui, medyo inconsistent pa yung pagsulat natin, then would be. So ui, small, then would be. Long downward left curve for the representation of the B. Next phrases, we would not. Ui, would not. So we have small hook, small circle, plus short forward straight line. Ay, ano muna? Long forward slanting line plus short forward straight line for the representation of not, so we would not. These are brief forms. Not is a brief form, as well as would, while we is a word. So if we combine it, we can have an outline called phrase. Next, we would not have. We would not have. So ui plus would, long forward slanting line, plus not, then have long downward curve. Next, we would not be. So ui again, small circle after the uhu, then we would not be. So we is represented by small u hook, then e, while would is represented by long forward slanting line, not is represented by short forward straight line, then b is represented by a long downward curve facing left. So we will have we would not be. We would not be. We should always be aware of our proportion. Next is I might. So A, which is representation of pure I, large circle, then M, and broken I. So we have venti pala. I might. Next is I might be. Brief form I is represented by large circle, MIT for might, then B, downward curve. So I might be. Next phrases, batch of phrases, we have we might. So ui again, uhu plus e, then might, MIT. Broken circle I, then T. Short forward slanting line for T. So we, ui, MIT. So we might. Next, let's have we might have. We might have. So ui plus MIT. Notice the it's being written in a clockwise motion circle. So we might be. That's the principle. Circles are written in a clockwise motion on a straight line. So we might have rather. We might have rather, not be. So this is the we might be. U-E, M-I-T. Then long downward curve facing left for the B. So U-E plus M-I-T plus long downward left curve for the representation of B. So we have we might be. As I said a while ago, U is represented by over curve tiny hook U. So U might be. U tiny hook U MIT plus B, which is a long downward left curve. U might be. So these are the last phrases for may and might phrases. Next is you might be. U is represented by over curve U, then MIT for might. We write what we hear, then have long downward right curve. We might have. Next is we may be. So may are special cases because the circles are nasa taas siya sinusulat. So we may be. Nakapaibabaw yung mga yung circle na. We may and be. So if combined, we may be. Next, last and lastly, the we may have. So ui, then ma for may, then have long downward curve facing right. So we may have. So let's have the ETH words, which is the ETH sounds is represented by an upward sloping short curve called over it. So over it siya. It's called over it. ETH sounds. Let's have the word ethics. E hyphen ith hyphen k hyphen s. We use E plus it symbol, E, then K symbol, then right S. We use right S because it is written before and after K, G, F, and V. So, sa example, we use it. It is after the symbol K. So, if we're going to shorten spell it, E hyphen, is hyphen, E hyphen, K hyphen S, ethics. Next is the word his. So, H, E, it. We're going to dissect it. Word beginning dot is H, E, upward sloping short curve. H, E, if. We're going to shorthand spelled it. It will be like this. H hyphen E hyphen its. Hits. Let's have the word path. P, A, is. So it is outside the angle. P hyphen plus A symbol plus E symbol is path. So if we're going to shorthand spell it, P hyphen A hyphen is. As simple as that. We're not going to use TH but it's. Next, let's have the word Seth. We're going to write it in shorthand as E is, then capitalization because it is a pronoun. Dissect it, write S plus E symbol plus its symbol, which is an upward sloping short curve. So, Seth. We use the right S because it is before if. So if we're going to shorthand spell it, S hyphen E hyphen is. Seth. Let's have the word thickness. Thickness. So if E, K, and ES. If we're going to dissect it, if plus E symbol plus K symbol plus N symbol, which is a short straight line, plus E symbol plus left S. Left S rather. We use the left S because it is after N. So if we're going to shorthand spell it, if hyphen E hyphen K hyphen N hyphen E and hyphen S. Thickness. Let's have the ish words or sounds, which is represented by a downward straight symbol called ish. Short downward straight symbol. Let's have the word sharp first. So ish, A, R, P. Circles are written inside the angles. Ish plus A symbol plus R, which is the undercurve, short undercurve, then long downward left curve for P, sharp. So if we're going to shorten spell it, ish hyphen A hyphen R hyphen P, sharp. Next is the word fresh, F R ish, E ish. So FR is a blended word, it's a blended one. E plus ish, downward straight symbol. So if that's a blended symbol, FR. So if we're going to shorten spell it, we will have FR hyphen E hyphen ish, fresh. Next is the word shown. So ish, O, and shown. If we're going to dissect it, ish, downward straight symbol, O, hook, then short forward, straight line, because we apply the first principle, we write what we hear, shown. So if we're going to shorthand spell it, ish hyphen O hyphen N, shown. So let's have the word garnish. If we're going to write it in shorthand, it will be written like this, R and ish. So if we're going to dissect it, the word garnish will be like this. G, gay rather, plus A symbol, plus R symbol, N symbol, and ish. We're going to shorthand spell it. It will be gay. I'm sorry, I write it like that. Gay hyphen A hyphen R hyphen N hyphen ish. Garnish. So the gay symbol there, it should be written as gay, not G, but gay. Next example is insurance. If we write it in shorthand, it will be written like this. In, ish, U, R, A, N, S. If we dissect it, it will be in, word beginning in, ish, downward straight line, straight symbol, U, R, A symbol, then N symbol, then left S. If we're going to shorthand spell it, it will be in, hyphen ish, hyphen U, hyphen R, hyphen A, hyphen N, hyphen S. So we write the left S there because it is in the principle that left S is written before and after N, M, T, and D. So it is after N there. So now let's have the J words or J sounds, which is represented by a medium downward straight symbol called J. So kung kanina ish, ngayon naman J. Let's have the word chance as an example. So J, A, and S, chance. So if we dissect it, J plus A symbol plus N short forward straight line plus left S. According to the principle, we use the left S if it is after N, M, T, and D. So here in our example, it is after N. If we're going to shorthand spell it, J hyphen A hyphen N hyphen S, chance. Next, let's have the word reach. Words reach, reach. So R, E, J, reach, R, plus E symbol plus J symbol. So we have, if you shorthand spell it, it will be written like this. In shorthand spelling, R hyphen E hyphen J, reach. Next example is the word chest. So J, E, S, T, chest. So J plus E plus S plus T. So according to the principle, we will use the right S if it is before and after J, each J and J. So if we shorthand spell it, we will J hyphen E hyphen S hyphen T, chest. Next, let's have the word bench. B, E, N, J. So if you're going to dissect it, it will be like this. Long downward left curve plus E symbol plus N symbol plus J symbol, which is a downward straight symbol. Shorthand B hyphen E hyphen N hyphen J. Bench. That's its shorthand spelling. Next, the word teaches. So T, E, J, S. We write what we hear, teaches. If we're going to dissect it, T plus E symbol plus J, which is a downward straight symbol, plus again plus right S. So if we're going to, according to the principle, we use the right S before and after is J and J again. So we use it. Shorthand spelling, T hyphen E hyphen J hyphen S, teaches. Let's have the J words or J sound, which is represented by a long downward straight symbol. First example is the word wages. U, A, J, S. Wages, if we were going to dissect it, it will be written like this. U plus A symbol plus J symbol plus E plus S rather. So write S according to the principle it is written before and after is J and J. So shorthand spelling O plus hyphen A hyphen J hyphen S. Wages. So if we're going to spell it, it will be spelled like this, the word wages. Next word is stage, S-T-A-J. So write S plus T plus A symbol plus J. So write S because it is before the J symbol. So S, shorthand spelling, S hyphen T hyphen A hyphen J. That's how we shorthand spell it. Stage. So let's have the word jury. We're going to write it in shorthand, J-U-R-E symbol. So if we're going to dissect it, J plus U hook plus R, which is the overcurve, short overcurve, plus E symbol. If we're going to shorthand spell it, it will be J hyphen U hyphen R hyphen E, jury. Next, the word barge. So B-A-R-J. Circles are written inside the curve. So B plus A symbol plus R symbol plus J symbol, which is a long downward straight symbol. So if we're going to shorten spell it, B hyphen A hyphen R hyphen J, barge. So let's have the word challenge, J-A-L-E-N-J. Let's pansinin natin yung proportion. So J plus A plus L symbol plus E symbol plus short forward straight line N plus J, long downward straight symbol. So if we're going to spell it, J hyphen A hyphen L hyphen E hyphen N hyphen J, challenge. That's how we spell the word challenge in shorthand. Challenge. So that's all. Thank you.